fun question. This person is chatting in. I've been a project manager for 10 years, and sometimes I get frustrated and down on the job. Please bring me back. What's good about being a project manager?
Oh, that's a rather nice question. Well, what's good about being a project manager is control, because we're control freaks. No, I'm joking. What's good about being a project manager is you are adding value to not just your firm, but all the people who would be using that product, service, or result. I like to think about it as an opportunity to add value to a ton of people. I also look at it as a way to learn more about the firms I'm dealing with, about the customers, maybe an opportunity to train them if I'm brought in at any point, to train them on certain things in the deliverable. There was a time I worked for an IT business, and I had the opportunity of training lots of people that I wouldn't have even come across if I wasn't the PM. And I also had the opportunity of being a bit creative. I like creativity. And they were looking for a solution to train this IT solution all around the world without us getting on planes. So I came up with an idea for an in-house learning system. And I got so much good out of it because I learned and I felt good. I feel good when I get stuff done. I don't know about you viewers, but I get a lot of fun I get a kick out of getting stuff done, because, if you can't show what you've done, then what are you doing? But if you can show what you've done, it makes you feel good that you've accomplished something. It could be a service, a product, a result. Something else that's good about being a PM is you've got the opportunity to lead without being the manager, to influence without being the functional head. And you get the opportunity to pat people on the back for a job well done, or even encourage them. If you're feeling down, encourage someone else, and then you might feel better. There's so many opportunities in project management because it cuts across lots of businesses. It cuts across several lives, several organizations. If you're a people person, you may also get a kick out of communicating frequently with people. I find that to be fun. And by communicating, I'm not just talking about you doing all the talking. I'm talking about you connecting with people. I mean, have you ever been on a project, Emily, where you find an underlying problem that people are going through and that's why they need the solution that you're working on?
Yeah, and I love that, actually. I really like systems, and I like how items and people and processes fit together. And when I uncover something like that, it excites me. Sometimes it's more difficult work because that wasn't in the scope, or that wasn't in, that would be a new project. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that can also be frustrating if the corporate culture is not interested in fixing that. That's where, being perseverant comes into play. But I think something else that I like about projects, this is how change happens. This is how innovation happens. And that is something personally that I like. And I have to think that this individual's been in project management for 10 years. So she also likes that type of environment. And she just she's just been beaten down for a little bit and just needs to remember that it's great. It's a change agent where you get to meet a lot of people and make improvements. And I think that's wonderful.
It really is. One of the things that came to mind is why we've got PMI chapters. Now, by no means am I saying, go to a PMI chapter. That's not what I'm saying. But I really had a huge sense of belonging when I went to my first PMI Phoenix chapter meeting. Just hearing what was being shared, listening to the speaker, connecting with other people at the meeting. It made me feel a lot better. It made me feel a lot better in the project I was in. Around that time, I was trying to get certified. And I remember going to the boss and, I got a lambasting for even thinking about being a PMP. How on earth could you think about this rubbish? But I ended up using my own money. But being in the group of other project managers, hearing what they had to share, what they had to say, it made me feel really good, and I began to identify with those PMs and look forward to those gatherings. And it's good stress relief to go for these PMI meetings. And at the same time, maybe within your little group, I remember when I worked for a well-known aerospace firm, Us project and program people, we would contribute $5 every month for a pizza party. And we'd have this pizza party and everyone will gather around and share what they're going through and ideas. Maybe it's an opportunity for this PM to create such a forum.
Oh, that's a nice idea. I like that. Well, hopefully we've refreshed your feelings about being a project manager. If anybody else has questions, please text them in, email them in to info@praizion.com.